night, good day. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. It's your first time to the channel. What we do around here is we follow people's suggestions rather than following algorithms. Algorithms really kind of suck. Now with this whole AI thing, it's like everybody's kind of taking it personal, and I understand that. I mean, it's like AI is telling me what I should be listening to. Well, no, I'm not listening to that then. And so I'm here to be an actual human to help guide the way musically. And we have a lot of awesome stuff that I guarantee you've never heard of or you didn't know was going to be your new favorite thing. Music from all over the musical spectrums, music from all over the musical regions, places we didn't even know existed or places that we didn't even know were churning out just such awesome music. And and like when I say regions, it's like we have like playlists dedicated to like Japan. We also have playlists dedicated to bands within Japan. Same thing with Spain and stuff like that, musical genres and stuff. And this is one of those bands from Japan that we have a full playlist of that I highly suggest checking out if you want to take the Cliff Notes version. But I can tell you right now, you're gonna dig this band. If you're a fan of like older Metallica or any of the Judas Priest, any of the core metal bands from back in the day, but fresh and new and awesome, check this out. Here's some Love Bites. This is the new one, the Castaway official video, 4K. Get them 4K fake waves. Amazing what they do. Speaking of Metallica, like coming in like Master of Puppets. But this is Common, what I mean? It's like you took all those plants, put them in a blender, and made a beautiful window. Just awesome. Always got awesome. You gotta continue to. They all have something. skill level is off the chart. See, man, I always get these dueling solos, which I love. Those are awesome. Nice. A lot of hammer-on, pull-off action, man. High speed rates. Two-leg is a beast on guitar. Once you knew like metal guitarists to get inspired by, definitely check these ladies out. Good job on the green screen. It's not easy. Dude. Yeah. That is awesome. Yeah, great video work too. Love the zoom out. Yeah, it started good going in, then it comes back. That's just, yeah, awesome stuff. All right, now, what's so cool about these ladies is, for one, they're very unassuming. Like, if you were to just see them, you'd be like, you would not, well, maybe, but I don't think you would expect the level of just freaking awesome that they are pulling. I mean, and the cool thing is too, is it's like they have this wicked sense of, that good nostalgia, not the stuff that we think was good memories, but it's like, yeah, when I look back at the 80s and the 90s, I think a lot of nicotine stained stuff, and there was some good things, but one of those good things was the awesome musics. And the newer metals that were coming out in the 80s, like with Judas Priest, like I said, and even bands like with Scorpions and Quiet Riot, and of course like Randy Rhoads style of playing and all that. That all of it is in here and can be really appreciated. And like I said, during the video, like if you're an aspiring guitarist and you want to just dive right into the metals and that's what you want to do, this is something really, because they are a newer version, but also they have those they're using like some older type rhythms and vibes and stuff, but bringing them into today with all today's cool little tricks and stuff that they're doing that they never used to do and stuff. And I mean, it's just like the amount of the skill level has really increased, and it's just really, it can be overwhelming to try to take in if you're trying to learn guitar or drums or any of that. But if you find the right artist or artists that you can follow, it's a lot of it starts out with, emulation, trying to, emulate the things that you're hearing. And, these are great guitar set that, because like I said, they pull out riffs that are reminiscent of, the olden days of like Judas Priest and stuff like that, the bands of that era. And, but like I said, but it's new. But look at this Dean. Jesus. Look at that. I got a Dean acoustic back here. Just so you know. It's right there. It's not as cool. It's not as cool. But it's a Dean. Awesome stuff. Yeah. She's yeah, like I said, if you were to take all that stuff, mix it in a blender, or if you were to, if you could ask for these things, be like, yeah, I want all these awesome things, but yeah, please, yeah, instead of a bunch of sweaty dudes, I want a bunch of nice, pretty ladies. How's that? We don't have many of those. That's right. They're few and far in between. When you find all female metal bands like this, definitely. There's something worth checking out. Now, I'm not saying that, that's what makes them special, because their skill level is what makes them special. But the fact that all of them together are just this powerhouse of just, you talk about girl, when you say like the words like girl power, this is what I think of. This is like, yeah, girl power metal. And that's really, I guess that's the genre that they would be in, is, power metal and stuff. I really kind of hate genre, like labeling bands, because I think that bands can be a lot more dynamic than just the genre that they're within. And I think sometimes bands get a little bit too big for their genre, to the point to where, like, what genre is this band? It's like, oh, they're alternative, or they're this. Really? Because they don't really sound like. It's just, it's harder for bands to, kind of get out of a typecast, like an actor or something like that. So, that's why I usually try to stay away from genres, but at the same time, recognizing the awesomeness of what they are doing within their genre and really carving their own way through it. It's just, yeah. Look, there are very few power metal bands, like, especially in the mainstream, that we could point to in America or very many other places. And this is one of those bands that really fills that void. If you're just looking for just awesome guitar music with, brilliant singing, awesome lyricism, and, great bass work and drums to top it all off and blow your face off, this is a band that I highly recommend checking out. Now, we got a lot of stuff. Definitely check out their live stuff. We have a lot of stuff here on the channel from them. And their live shows, they are just brilliant live. They put on such an awesome live show, and they sound brilliant. They rock in every way, shape, and form. And I think that they're an inspiration. I love that we are seeing, more women and stuff in these metal spaces, and because they bring other things to the table that, even, things as simple as range and stuff that, isn't, as heard in, a male dominated, genre or whatnot. So when you have ladies coming out kicking ass and then, pulling up some new tricks, it's that much more awesome. And, having a different approach and stuff is always nice when you have other people to inspire you from all the places. Don't just stick with, one type of music or one type of, try to get it all as much as you can. So if you like finding new music and all that, we got a lot of that around here. It's like your one-stop shop. So if you want to find a bunch of new stuff and get inspired, take a look around. We got an awful lot of stuff to get inspired by, like these ladies right here. If you're into the power metals, look no further. Just, or if you're into just metal in general, awesome. Yeah, just Yeah, there's not a whole lot of bands out there like them right now, and doing what they're doing, and at the level of which they are doing it. And I know the next time I get a chance to see them in the States or anything, I will definitely be there because, yeah, you'll be seeing pictures of me looking dumb and look, Lovebites right behind me. Yeah, that's just, yeah, awesome. Awesome stuff. Please leave us an artist or a band, somebody that we should be checking out and showing the rest of the peeps. And that's what we do. That's how we do this whole thing. And definitely like, comment, subscribe to all the YouTube things. And above all, have a great day. See you in the next one.